All right, there are just 22 days left till the opening night of the NBA season. But today feels like the unofficial start of the year because it's media day where 25 teams took the mics around the league. And over the next hour, we're going to catch you up on what everyone's got to say with the start of the year right around the corner. Let's start in L.A. with year 23 of LeBron.
I'm excited about today. I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to play the game that I love for another season. And, whatever the journey, however the journey, lays out this year, I'm just like super invested because like you just said, I don't know when the end is, but I know it's a lot sooner than later. So, being super appreciative of the fact that I could come up here, do another media day and talk to you guys and do all this stuff around here. So just excited about the journey and whatever, this year has in store for me.
LeBron, along those lines, you've said a version of that in this room a couple of times where, you don't really know what's going to come next. You don't know when you're going to feel that it's been enough. What are the things that are still pushing you to keep doing this? And does it feel closer? Or does it sort of feel like the same feeling as when you enter year 22 and year 21? Yeah,
the things that still push me is the fact that the love of the game is still high. The love of the process is even higher. So that's what continues to push me to play this game. It's really that's simple. Me training and working on my body and trying to get my body as close to 100% as possible every year is something that's like, it's a beautiful thing for me, and just continue to challenge and see how well I can, push myself to, play the game at a high level, recover at a high level, be able to sleep better, mentally prepare, try to stay sharp throughout the course of a long season, and just like the roller coaster of an NBA season, that's all like gratifying towards me, to me, no matter the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I love that process. So I think it's a bigger, there's so much that goes into it, more than just, picking up a basketball and shooting it at the rim.
LeBron, Brad Turner from the LA Times.
How you doing, Brad? Nice to meet you.
Back again. How much does having a young partner like Luka weigh in your decision and your future going forward?
Say it again?
How much does having a young partner like Luka, a savant basketball player, how much will that weigh into your decision as you go forward with this season?
As far as how long I go in my career?
How long you in your career,
Zero. The motivation to be able to play alongside him every night, that's super motivating. That's what I'm going to train my body for, every night that I go out there and try to be the best player I can for him. And we're gonna bounce that off one another. But as far as me weighing in on, him and some of my other teammates of how far I go in my career now, it would be literally my decision along with my wife and, two of my boys are already gone. Well, one of them is somewhere around here. Yeah, Bryce is down there in Tucson, so he's out the house. So it'll be a decision between, me, my wife, and my daughter. Like, that's not even, it won't be, hey, having a meeting with my teammates. It won't be that.
All right, well, we'll see what that all leads to this season. Let's welcome everyone in here. I'm George Sedano in for Malik Andrews. We'll hear from Malik a little later, alongside NBA champ Kendrick Perkins, Big Perk, and, of course, our NBA front office insider, Bobby Marks. Big Perk, I'll start with you. What do you make of what LeBron had to say today on Media Day?
Well, he said all the right things. The most important thing is that he's excited, he's motivated, and that means that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office did their job this offseason, right? If he's coming into training camp and he's happy and he's excited about this season, he's excited about the moves that they made. And I'm excited as well. I'm very high on the Los Angeles Lakers. I got them right up there with OKC and Houston, and I wouldn't be surprised if this team make it to the NBA Finals. They have a lot of young veteran guys. I love what Rui Hachimura brings to the game. Austin Reeves, we saw flashes of what he could be last year for us, the strides he took offensively. Luka in great shape. They got a point of attack defender and Marcus Smart on the perimeter. And DeAndre Ayton, I believe we're going to see the best version of him, something that we haven't seen in a long time. His mental is going to be there. So I'm high on this Los Angeles Lakers team, and if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you feel good about what LeBron James is saying right now, because that means he's excited and motivated, and he's pleased about what they did this offseason.
Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me was where was LeBron's mindset? The last time we saw him was limping off the court in Game 5, and as you heard in his interview, he still has that love to play the game. Here's a player that's 40 years old and is still a top 10 player in the NBA, and what LeBron said is that when that love for the game isn't going to be there, that's going to be his signal to walk away from it, and it's not going to be how great Luka is and what next year could look like. It's when he'll know when he's done playing, but he's not done quite yet. He still thinks that this team certainly can contend in the Western Conference here, and he looks, certainly from a health standpoint, that's going to be the biggest thing as far as where he is this year, because as I said, he's coming off that knee injury from that Minnesota series.
Yeah, it'll be fascinating to see. I do think the Houston situation at point guard is something obviously to monitor, but I'm with you guys. I think this team can be a top 4 or 5 team in the Western Conference, which will be tightly contested. Luka's looking great. Almost as good as Perk is looking these days. Perk is looking like a skinny Luka out there right now. All right, let's move on here. One of the storylines
medium, George.
Oh, medium, okay. One of the storylines that's dominated the offseason has been the NBA's investigation to the alleged cap circumvention between the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi has yet to speak on the allegations, but while we wait for Leonard to hit the podium, here's a straightforward denial from Clippers President of Basketball Operations, Lawrence Frank.
The salary cap governs everything we do. Our mission every day is to build the best team we can under the constraints of the cap. There is no gray area. There are no secret shortcuts. It's clear what we are and are not allowed to do. The accusations made against us are serious, and they don't line up with my experience, my reality. We will cooperate with this investigation and let this process play out. But we're eager for the whole truth, the whole picture. We're very confident that we're on the right side of things. Dennis knows the rules, Kawhi knows the rules, Mitch Frankel knows the rules, and we know the rules.
Bobby, where do you lie on all of this thus far?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to what I said a couple weeks ago when I was on the show. What the optics say and what the eventual proof will eventually say are probably two different things here. Listen, we live in a world where salary cap circumvention is the cardinal sin when it comes to how the league looks at it and how the teams go about their business here. And I believe what Lawrence Frank said on TV or when he did his media conference earlier today. They're not going to salary cap circumvent to basically go out and pay Kawhi Leonard more than what they already paid him, which was the maximum salary allowed here. We'll let this investigation play out. If they are convicted of it, yes, they will pay a significant penalty. But until they are convicted of it, I believe where the Clippers are right now.
Medium Perk?
I'm with Bobby. We got to let this play out. You know what I mean? A pair of lips could say anything. You have the reports, but let the investigation take place. Let it happen, and let's see where it's at right now. I mean, once it's over with, but as of right now, it's just a lot of speculation, and so, I'd rather not even, dive too deep into it.
Yeah, look, the league is going to take its time. We know they've hired an independent investigator in this particular situation, and I think you do take your time in this situation because you want to make sure that whatever you find, you give the investigation firm an ample amount of time to dig into things and make sure that they figure out and they get to the bottom of it. So it's just as simple as that.